This is Victoria Plaistow for INM.TV with our correspondent in Gaza, Allah. Hi, Allah. How are you doing today?
Yes, hi. I'm doing great. How are you?
Pretty good. You have some updated news on this kindergarten that you're sponsoring. Do you want to give us some information on that?
Yes, this is a kindergarten for the kids of Gaza people. We are a charity and we are working a lot of work for the kids. And now the place that we intend to reconstruct the kindergarten was our old place, our old quarter for the charity.
Right.
So we moved to another a new place, and we want to see that all the place to reconstruct a kindergarten for the kids, because the area is really crowded with a lot of people there, and there is only 2 kindergartens, and the number of the kids inside the 2 kindergartens no more than 100 kids.
Right.
So we have the place. We have some rooms are built in the place, and we just need to reconstruct, to do something, with some additional rooms, some bathrooms, some classes, something like that, in order to be able to reconstruct or to get a new kindergarten in that area. That area is a very crowded area, and it is mostly needed, really. It is mostly needed.
Yes, very much so. Not only for the children, but also for the parents to have some freedom to work and do the things they need to do. So what can we do to help and get the word out?
Yeah, we hope that everyone should help, because this is the only way for us to ask people to help through the internet connection. The situation here in Gaza cannot be even affordable. It is unbelievable. Some people are afraid also to support. I don't know why the people reach this way to think. Some people want to help, but they are afraid.
Yeah.
So this is really also a very bad kind of siege. If you think that you want to help, but I'm afraid. Afraid of what?
Yeah.
What will happen if you take, for example, like 10 shekels, $5 or something like that, to help kids?
Yeah, I know.
This is the only way for us to contact people all over the world, and I think this is like a right for us to contact everyone all around the world. We want to achieve this proposal or this project. We want this to be achieved very soon.
Yeah. Well, I put it out on as many social media sites as I could think of yesterday. How are you also distributing the information?
We do not have any facilities, only the Facebook, because the media here in Gaza, everything is watched.
Yeah.
Everything is watched. Even maybe this call is completely heard.
Sure.
So it's okay. Whoever wants to hear me talking, it's okay. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I do not talk wrong thing. I talk the truth. This is the reality. This is the reality here in Gaza.
Yeah.
We are under siege. We are under bad condition. Everyone all over the world are afraid even to contact or to support us. I think that the other world, spread some rumors to the people that if you support Gaza, you are going to be in the blacklist. No, this is not true.
Yes, well, I think everyone has to do what's right, regardless of risk to health anyway, whether there are risks or not. People have to do what's right, otherwise we're going to end up under total tyranny.
We have only one thing. I have only one thing just want to add. I can understand some people because, there is a lot of scammers on the internet.
Yeah.
So some people, when I contact them, still think that, or they're afraid because there are a lot of scammers on the internet sometimes, and okay, I can understand this, but this doesn't mean that if we have some scammers on the internet or and on the Facebook, this doesn't mean that all the people are scammers.
Yeah.
We made the film and we filmed the place, and we got the teams working on the kindergarten, just to show people that we are working in land, just to tell them that everything is real, really.
Yeah.
And we don't want. This is the only way that we can do. What can we do more? What we can do, we can do nothing more. This is the place, and this is the team, and this is the proposal written, and just we need some support.
Yeah, well, we'll get the word out for you. The location, is it a relatively safe location for this kindergarten?
Yes,
Good.
It is safe. It is very safe. But I want to tell you something. There is no safe place in Gaza during the war.
There's no what, sorry?
During the war, if we have war, there is no safe place.
No.
So at this time, it's okay, it's safe.
Yeah.
But if a war happens, myself not safe.
Yeah.
There is nothing.
No location,
safe
I know.
In the war, in the Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
But it is safe. It is far from the border. It is in the middle of the city. Transportation is very easy to reach the place, and many kids from the area itself can reach easily in 5 minutes or in 10 minutes at most. So it's very safe. It is in the center of the city.
Yeah. Oh, well, we wish you all the luck with this project. I've set up a load of social media sites yesterday and added them to it, and I sort of spread the word around Facebook. But anything else you can think of, we're happy to push this out there and try and get as many people signing on and putting their money down. I was going to get in touch with you because you were going to sort of keep us abreast of what was going on in Gaza. I suppose your time has been really taken up with getting this building into good order. How's that going?
You're asking about how we build?
With the kindergarten, yeah.
Yes, I told you that we have some ready room built.
Yeah.
What we need, we can find the things and the material from Gaza because it is not too much. It is not big thing.
Yeah.
It's only very little things.
Because apart from thinking about money, you can also contact people who can actually sort of help on the team.
Unfortunately, we cannot find people to support from Gaza because everyone is suffering.
Right. How much sort of help have you got coming into Gaza at the moment?
We just got the Turkish aid, and it was, very big aid, all of them food. All of the aids were like food baskets and food materials.
Yeah. But as far as building materials and things like that?
No. The building materials are only allowed to come through Israel.
Yeah.
Israel doesn't allow any building materials to come through any other side, just through Israeli borders, and Israel allow only the limit Israel want.
Yeah.
So sometimes, a lot of the time, building materials are banned or blocked to come to Gaza.
Yeah.
And this is the Israeli policy, if they want to, control Gaza more and more, they block and stop sending materials to Gaza. And sometimes they send very little things just to let us know that you people of Gaza, your life is is under Israeli control.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how we can get around that one. I mean, with the money that you're going to get, you're going to need to buy the materials from somewhere. Where would you buy them from?
Yes, from some, what we need, this is the idea that you must understand. We have some places that these places have some materials, but these materials are not enough to reconstruct or to rebuild the house. Okay?
Yeah.
So if I want to build a house, if I want to build my house, for example, I need the full materials. I need everything. I cannot roam and wait.
Yeah.
So we have some places that sell these things, but these things are very, very little things. It is only enough for 1 room, 2 rooms, something like that.
Yeah.
So when we talk about reconstructing, a kindergarten, we say it is a reconstruction. It is not a built from zero point.
Yeah.
We have some rooms built, and just we need to reconstruct or to make the rest of the building. And it is not just we need 2 rooms. We need to make the kindergarten. We need the garden. We need to reconstruct the bathroom. We need to paint it. Painting materials are found in Gaza, and it is very easy. Just very little things. This is what we need. But to rebuild a place like a kindergarten from 0 point, you need more than 200,000.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm concentrating on the team, because in case you don't get the full amount of money, you could get the families of the children to also help on the team.
If we do not get the fund, this is very disappointing for the kids.
We'll do all we can to help you get the money, but we also need to ensure you've got a good team that are going to help put it together as well.
Yes, for the campaign, it is only for 1 month. 1 month is left. It ends in August, and we need also another 1 month to reconstruct it. We want to catch, the new scholastic year. Because, I just want to give you something about the time. Because some people ask me why the time is very narrow. It's only 1 month.
How are you proceeding at the moment without money? Is it just sitting there, or are people helping clear it?
We still, sometimes we pay from our money.
Yeah.
We pay the rent from our own pocket money.
Yeah.
It is $200 a month. So we collaborate and we pay the rent. We also pay some people who are coming to make things on the computers and this stuff, Yes, up to this moment we are collaborating because we are a new charity and we want to pass. We want to pass. We do not want to be political party. We need to be independent, and that is why we pay from our own money. There is no political organization, or there is no one pays us.
Well, I think that's important as well, because it stops the kindergarten being targeted for one. I mean, that's what I'm doing with INM, is just we're focusing on solutions rather than the whole political mess that's going on. We just want solutions for everybody. What we need to do is, if you started doing some more interviews and we can get them out on INM, we can help spread the word out by having a multitude of different interviews coming from you that people can watch and I can make go viral. But if your day-to-day is very busy spent sorting this kindergarten out, how will that work? Can we manage to do both?
We still do not have internet connection in the charity. We still do not have a phone. All these things are very important for us to be in contact with the other world, outside world, but we still are suffering because, for example, if I can get like $400 a month and I pay 200 or I pay 100 for the charity, so this means that I keep 300 for my family, and 300 for a big family like mine is nothing. We still need some facilities. And even today we tried to make the campaign like advertisement on the Facebook.
Yeah.
We didn't have the funds to pay even the demonstration, but we don't have credit cards. We do not have something like that to pay for the Facebook.
Yeah. If you can get out with your camera and just literally film everything you can and then send it to us, and we will edit it and put your story out there, and we will keep pushing the Indiegogo site at the end of every interview so that you are showing them what's going on in Gaza daily, and you are raising awareness, and people are seeing you and seeing the Indiegogo site, and that way we can raise some more money. That's why we need to get you a camera, really.
Yes, it's okay. You know, I can use my phone camera and I can use my phone internet also. I can, I can use my credit card phone. You know,
Yeah.
my balance in the phone to use the internet, but it is very expensive. It's really very expensive if I want to open a camera with my balance,
Right.
with my phone balance. This is really very expensive. I cannot afford.
Yeah.
I really cannot afford.
So, okay, because it doesn't cost me anything to film on my phone, but it costs you money to film?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it costs a lot of money. But if I have a Wi-Fi on the streets, it's okay. There is nothing, there is no facility like this.
It's just showing people, your surroundings and people getting a feel for where you are and how you live, and that creates empathy and the money will start flowing in. But I would do whatever I can, Allah, to generate some money for you.
It's okay. We have a meeting also in the charity. All of them are working for this. We have a lot of cases. The cases you talk about. We made, a lot of visitation, like the cases you talk about, and we filmed them. But, for example, when I uploaded the video in the film in the campaign, it took 7 hours. It is only 6 minutes, but it took really 7 hours.
Yeah, I understand.
So if I want to upload a new film for 1 minute or 2 minutes at most, this means I need 3 hours.
Well, just send us what you can and we can edit and compile things here for you. We'll get it out that way. Now, I do also have a list of questions for you that I sent you. That have been sent in to me. Before we go into those, do you want to cover anything else? I do feel that with regard to your charity, we do need to publicize all the other types of things you do.
I just wanna, to send. I just want to say something. I just want to send a message to everyone around the world to try to contribute to make this dream come true, to make this idea come true. Our idea is very little one, but it has a great goal.
Yeah.
Here in Gaza.
Big impact.
We want our kids to have a kindergarten. We don't want the kids to be 100 students in one class.
Yeah.
We just ask everyone to try to do something for us, to try to contribute, even if it is a little thing. A little thing really helps.
Yeah.
A stone and a stone and a stone and a stone, we can make a mountain.
Yeah.
So this is our message to everyone around the world to try to save this project, to make it a real one. Nothing more.
Yeah. It is a very important project, Allah. I can see that. And we can film the progression of the project as it goes on so that people can see where their money's going and what's happening and see the children.
I just want to add also, if some people think that the writing is not good and the campaign needs a lot of techniques, things. This is because, what we made is, was self-made. We depend on ourselves. We depend on ourselves. We do not have the money to bring expert people. We do what we can. We depend on our ideas. We collect and meet together and we share our ideas and write them down. Then we make a summary of everything.
Yeah.
So bringing someone expert, this means we need to pay a lot of money, and really we cannot at this moment. I know this is the best, but we cannot. What we do. This is the best, to bring someone who is expert in writing a proposal or writing a project.
Yeah.
But we, as a team, we cannot afford this at this time.
Yeah. The main thing is not the experts, it's having the good team of people who see the vision and put it into place. People like you who get off your butt every day and work towards it is what's important. And you'll get there. We will publicize this and we'll get the money in because it is a very, very important project.
Yes, we really wasted a lot of time waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
And, this is the time we don't want to give up. We
Yeah.
don't want to give up. We want to continue. The children here, the kids and the people really need us.
Yeah.
All of them need us. They
Yeah.
need someone to take care of them. You cannot imagine the situation of the people. They cannot talk sometimes.
Yeah.
They cannot talk. They do not want to talk. They do not want to contact. They have very, very bad condition. When you talk to them, they do not answer. This is because of the self-stress that they have.
Yeah.
Last 4 days or 5 days, we had something which is called feast.
Yeah.
You know, in feast ceremonies, people should get a lot of joy. When we're making visitation to each other, and this is something of our tradition. When we were talking to people, they were rarely to answer us. People do not think of life. People think that they live. I'm sorry to say this, but they think that they live like dogs.
Yeah.
They do not have a wish to talk. They do not have a smile on their, on their face. Anyone you look at, they seem like unhappy. When you look at anyone here, you can't think, or you can know that they are thinking of something, or there is something inside them.
Yeah.
So no one, really, this is very bad condition. I have never. I am like now when 36 years old. I have never seen people like this before.
Well, this is why we've got to give them an injection of hope, so that
What people can do.
it's unimaginable
What
living
do?
in a conditions like that, and I don't know how
listen,
people.
I went one day. I went to Turkey and I left Gaza one day, and I saw the people lives. It is completely different from the people in Gaza.
Yeah.
The people in Gaza, I'm sorry to say this, the people in Gaza really do not think that there is a hope. I saw the people how they live outside of Gaza. I went to Egypt and I went to Turkey, and I saw the people. Egypt is our neighbor.
Yeah.
It's our neighbor. I met the Egyptian people and I saw how they live. They do not have money, yes, but they are happy.
Yeah.
You see the difference? They do not have money. They are poor people. It's okay, but they are happy. They smile. They say jokes. They share each other. They visit each other. They are happy.
Yeah.
I'm sure of what I say. They are happy people.
Yeah. Well, they're not living in a war zone. Not knowing what's going to happen.
They have places.
Yeah.
They have places to visit. They have open borders. They can think freely. They can make what they want. They can join universities. They can, everything. They can do everything.
Yeah.
But here, people cannot do everything. I have a wish to go, for example, to go outside of Gaza for 1 week.
Yeah.
At least. But I cannot leave Gaza for more than 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
I cannot. I am a teacher and I am a governmental employee. So when I want to go outside of Gaza, it should be through my vacations, through my official vacations.
Yeah.
But I cannot make sure that I can leave, or I could leave through my official vacation.
Yeah.
I need coordination and I need the border to be opened and very, very, very bad things, very hard things.
I heard that there's talks to make the queues at the borders shorter. Is this true?
No, Israel opened the borders anytime they want.
Yeah.
There is no, known time for the border to be opened and or to be closed. They open the border anytime they want, but all the day and most of the time, the border are opened only for 2 cases.
How long is the waiting time at the wall at the moment?
I heard some people, especially those sick people, one of them, they wait for more than 4 hours.
Eek.
And sometimes they are investigated, so the Israeli intelligence department, and they ask them a lot of questions about the people in Gaza, and if they do not answer, they ask them to go back to Gaza.
Wow. And that's an unbearable waiting time if you're not in good health or elderly.
I heard a lot of people say the same story. Israel investigates all sick people who want to leave Gaza
Yeah.
and practice pressure on the people. They try to blackmail them. They ask questions, and if the people do not answer, they ask them to go back to Gaza. And sometimes they wait more than 4 hours. And also one thing I just want to add, the borders to Israel, from Israel and to Israel, they only allow 200 a day, no more, to leave.
And are those mainly students and workers?
They do not care. They do not care about students or not students or sick or whatever, just 200 cases. And you have to make coordination 1 week before. You have to get the okay 1 week before you leave.
So how do students cope with that?
So if I want to leave next week,
you have to do it now.
To apply now.
Yeah. Can students regularly go out? Or most of the time they miss part of their courses?
You can say just 10 students a year. Just 10 students. And this needs a lot, big coordination.
Yeah.
Like the coordination coming from the American embassy.
Yeah.
If the American embassy contact the Israeli side telling them that we need one of the students to come to Jerusalem or to come to leave Gaza, then Israeli government may say yes and may say no.
How do you see the future yourself? Because you remain positive.
Yeah, I always think that the future will be fine because, if we are alive, we must have hope. This is for me only, not for the rest of the people.
Agree.
I keep working. I do not know how to give up.
Yeah.
I will keep working. I will do whatever I can for my people, for my kids, for my students at the school. I will always, and this is a promise to myself at least.
Wonderful.
I'll always keep my positive energy towards the people, and I will never give up. I think the future will be fine, but when this future, I don't know.
Yeah.
When will happen, I don't know. But for the people, I hope that they change their mind and smile at least. The people here in Gaza are getting chronic diseases at younger age.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 30 years old. It is a very, very young age, to get diabetes or blood pressure.
Stress is the main cause of illness.
Of course, I know that stress is the main cause.
Yeah.
When someone is 30 years old, doesn't have a job, doesn't have a wife, doesn't have a work, and everything is expensive, and he starts thinking, when will I get married? When I will get job? When I will save money to get job or to get a house or to get my life?
Yeah.
If he thinks, or if he figures it out, he thinks that he's going to get everything at 50.
Mm.
So these things and this stress and this pressure and this depression, of course, leads to the chronic diseases.
Because you also have a PayPal, don't you? So shall we mention that again and the other projects you're doing?
Yeah, we have a PayPal, yes, and it is saved in the campaign, and they are going. The Indiegogo company is going to send the funds, I think, to the PayPal.
Yeah.
After the campaign ends. But for other projects, we are now focusing on this kindergarten because we want to catch the new scholastic year.
Yes.
We don't want to miss the season. This can be done after this date.
I have a list of questions. Shall I go into those now, or is there anything else you want to cover before?
Yes, it's okay. You can ask me.
Okay. Some of these may have already been asked, but they're sent in. The Israeli ban on rebuilding in Gaza, is it real? Sorry.
Yes, it is completely true, because they think that the Palestinian resistance use the rebuilding materials to rebuild the tunnels.
Ah, yes.
But this is not true. This is, an Israeli Ramal.
Yeah.
This is Israeli Ramal. They ban the building materials to punish the people of Gaza. This is the truth. They ban everything to punish the people of Gaza. And they want a reason to tell the people why they ban. So they say that the Palestinian resistance group use these materials to rebuild the tunnels. No, this is not true. The Palestinian resistance do not use the rebuilding materials to rebuild the tunnels. This is an Israeli grammar to tell the world or to give the world a reason about, banning the materials.
Yeah, well, there's ways to see into every part of the planet now with satellites, so they can see exactly what you use the materials for, and they know this. It's just that the cruelness of war. Does this affect the rebuilding of infrastructure, such as roads and the electricity grid?
Of course, it affects everything. It affects the rebuilding of infrastructure because the infrastructure are completely was completely destroyed in the last war. For electricity, also they use the same reason. They think that the tunnels need some
light,
need plug, need some sockets. So they ban everything. And if they want to let these things in, they need the Gaza distribution company for electricity to send them a message or apply, to send them application, telling them the needs and telling them where they will use these things and everything in it.
Are there water systems and sanitation systems working in the whole of Gaza?
Yes, but the electricity affects it really.
Yeah.
Because the wells in Gaza are working on the pump, and we need electricity all around the hours to pump the water to the people. So if we do not have electricity, this this means that we do not have water.
And how does the water come into the area?
They come day after day.
So they give you a certain allowed amount?
When we get water, we keep the water in big tanks, in order to be used in the second day, the day that we do not have water.
Another question is, are there problems, tensions at the Egyptian border?
Yes, the Egyptian border are connected with the Palestinian policy, the Palestinian internal policy. There's the division.
Yeah.
Between two big political parties. The party that controls Gaza is Hamas, and Hamas is not happy with the Egyptian government.
Right.
So the Egyptian government says that the Gaza authority.
Could you repeat the last sentence?
Yes. The Egyptian government says that the Gaza Strip should be owned by the Palestinian Authority, not by Hamas.
Yeah.
Then,
is there a way that you can negotiate that?
No, the Egyptian government doesn't negotiate this with Hamas. Just the Egyptian government asks Hamas to leave the border.
Yeah.
To leave the border, to give it to the Palestinian Authority, then it will be open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
But Hamas is still saying no. Hamas is still saying no. Hamas want to share, want to take a part in controlling the borders. And this, the Egyptian government doesn't want this. This is the main problem. The main problem is a Palestinian problem. I have to say that. It is because the division. It is because the division in the biggest political party in Palestine, or in Palestine.
Yeah. How is the condition of the electricity supply there? How do people heat their homes and how do they cook food?
We spend all our time in the streets outside of the homes because at night, we cannot stay at homes. It is very, very hot homes.
Yeah.
With without vans, without everything, so we cannot afford. So we stay outside on the street. Most of the people do this. But the timetable or the schedule is 6 hours a day.
Yeah. So you cook out on the streets as well?
Yes. These 6 hours to do everything.
Yeah. Wow. Are there any international observers or aid workers allowed into Gaza?
Everything is allowed to Gaza, but they should take Israeli permission or the Israeli okay first.
And how many actually do come and help in that respect?
Only what is working right now, the UNDP and the United Nations
Yeah.
and the Palestinian Education Society. You know, the international organization, just 4 or 3 organizations at most. And most of them should collaborate with Israel.
Yeah.
Get the okays from Israel before giving or before, distributing anything. So everything connected to Israel, really. Yes.
Do you feel that much is being done from people like the UN?
Yeah, they do a lot of things. Up to now, they are giving money to those people whose houses were destroyed.
Yeah.
And for the reconstruction, they rebuilt really some houses.
Good.
The building materials were sent to the United Nations, and Israel asked the United Nations to photo everything they built to make sure that the rebuilding materials, used to build the houses.
In the right way.
They allow, but before they allow anything, they put some condition. I'm talking about Israel. They put some conditions and they ask and a lot of things. Not easy.
Yeah.
This means, for example, if I want to build a new house right now and my house was not destroyed, I cannot. Means I cannot because they rebuild, the houses that were destroyed. We are not talking about ordinary people if they want to build houses. So I cannot, for example, ask the UN to give me building material. For example, if my house was not destroyed in the last war, this means that I'm not allowed to register my name in the United Nations list.
How much of Gaza needs rebuilding at the moment?
A lot of buildings. More, I do not know exactly the numbers, but more than 5,000.
Yeah.
More than 5,000. We can send some photos of these places.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, we can send. Why not?
Yeah. How much humanitarian and food aid makes it to the people?
Really, most of the people depend on the Ministry of Social Affairs and American organization also called the CHF. I don't know what does it stand for, but it is from American aid. The United Nations give food only for the refugees, not for the people of Gaza, not for all.
Right.
This is just to know. Only for the refugees. If I'm not a refugee, I am not allowed to take anything from the United Nations.
Okay.
Even I am not allowed to join any program in the United Nations if I am not a refugee. But the citizens,
Interesting.
the other citizens, depend on the Social Affairs Ministry and the CHF. And sometimes from the European community, they send some food, some cans, some food materials.
Right. Do the people rely heavily on the food that's coming in from these humanitarian?
Happy or not happy, this is what they can get. There is no other choice.
How much malnutrition and hunger is there?
A lot of malnutrition, yes, a lot of things like that. But we do not know the reason, But every day we hear that the Ministry of Health investigated some restaurant, investigated some people about selling spoiled meat, spoiled food. But this is not big. We hear these news, but this is not big thing. But some people really sell spoiled meat, spoiled food, something like that.
How could we begin improving the living conditions on the ground for the people in Gaza?
The most important thing, you should contact ordinary people and some trusted people. You should avoid contacting the political parties because we, the Palestinians, are fed up with them. The political parties I'm talking, we are fed up with them. You should contact the civilian people, the people who are working in the civil field, because most of them care about people and care about the society. Most of them are fair people. You have to contact the charities in Gaza, the non-governmental organizations, these organizations that do not belong to any political party. You have to make sure first that this organization or this charity or this groups or this team, do not belong to any political organization. I am very sure if the people outside of Gaza started to contact civilian people or the civil society, the lives of the people in Gaza will be completely changed.
I know you have to be careful that such groups don't get infiltrated. Is there good networking amongst the charities so they can form their own groups, helping each other?
You have to know or to make sure which one you are talking to.
Yeah.
This is also important. Some of the charities are really political, but the people do not trust these charities here.
It would be good to maybe have a list from you of the charities that you think are really good as well. The next question leads on to, which is obvious, yes, is sending money a useful way to help? But I suppose it's only a useful way to help if it's going to the right charities.
Yeah, that's okay. We can tell you which charity is independent and which one is not, which is good and which is not. This is very good work, the people outside of Gaza to know.
So certain people could help maybe send the right materials or the right money to things that interest them and that where their heart is, and that would be very, very helpful. Because, I mean, worldwide, so many charities are money laundering operations. It's a sad fact. There's a few I know that are really legitimately good charities. And in Gaza, that would be very helpful.
Yeah.
How do we do more if we have NGO or not-for-profit enterprises that seek to assist the people of Gaza?
Okay, if you have NGOs in your country?
Yeah.
Yes, the only solution or the perfect solution, I think, is to register these NGOs in Gaza.
Yeah.
Then the registration should be like a branch for your organization in Gaza.
Yeah.
This will allow you to watch everything according to the Palestinian laws.
Yeah.
This will allow you to watch everything, to read all the reports, to ask anyone, to call anyone in the charity, to ask the people. Yeah, this will allow you and give you a good opportunity to regard or to watch the charities work in Gaza.
Yeah.
And this means that you need a team of 3 persons at least, or at most 3 persons, for you to be registered. But you need to find the 3 trusted persons. Then they can work for you. They can, achieve your ideas, achieve your goals in Gaza.
Yeah, that would be a very good idea.
This is, the most trusted solution.
Yeah.
If you do not trust, for example, or if you do not know people here in Gaza, so you should send, if you have an organization or an NGOs in your country, you can send me, for example, your bylaws, and I can take the bylaws, translate it into Arabic, and send this bylaws to the Ministry of Interior, and then I can get it registered.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's easy. This will allow you to watch me directly, to call me directly, to ask me directly, to send me everything directly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good idea. Very good question there from Andrew. Another question is, are there places we can plant trees, orchards, that we could help ship trees to a ground in Gaza? Who would plant them?
Yeah, you can. If you send me trees, I can plant them in the streets of Gaza.
I was reading an article the other day that had, a lot of chemical attacks on fields, which worried me greatly. Because that was in my initial conversation with you, I was asking, is there like a growing revolution going on there? Do you save all your seeds, organic seeds especially, and plant them? But then when I saw fields devastated by chemical attack, do they do that very often? Do they destroy a lot of your plants?
Yes, of course. Yes, they destroy a lot of our plants. Yeah, they do not care about anything. They destroy anything they want, and they leave anything they want. There is no moral for them.
You must keep on getting all communities to just plant every seed of everything they eat.
Yes, an area like or a neighborhood like mine, the one that I live in, is completely ignored and completely neglected.
Yeah.
I think such a project mostly needed in this area because I can take you, for example, in a place inside the Gaza city in the center, and to make a comparison with my neighborhood, and you can see the difference.
Yeah.
You can see the difference, yes. The streets here in my neighborhood are dirty. A lot of sewage are flooding on the streets all the time. The infrastructure are destroyed. There is not enough trees. A lot of the roads are not paved. You can see the difference if you visited my neighborhood and visited another area.
Well, Ala, this is why we need you to take lots of photos so that we can know what areas need the most help. I started last year sort of with a small garden that I was given, and it's already producing quite a lot of fruit and veg.
Yeah, in the last war, Israel destroyed all the gardens in my area.
Yeah.
We had four gardens. Israel destroyed all of them. All of them were destroyed. We have the places of the gardens, but Israel destroyed them. There is no trees, no grasses, no places for the people to sit, no chairs, nothing. It's only, free space.
Yeah.
Yes, Israel destroyed all of them.
Yeah.
Filled the trees with bombs, with tanks.
Yeah, I know.
They were a site. They were a site or a location for the tanks, for the Israeli soldiers. For me, if we have a war tomorrow, I should continue work today. Whatever happens, for me, I don't care. Whatever happens. If we think about war, and this is like, an Israeli Rama, do not do anything, do not work, a war is coming. No, we will work.
Yeah.
We will continue working, and whatever is gonna happen or is gonna come, it's okay for us.
Yeah.
But we shall work.
Yeah.
We must keep on.
You have to.
We must not give up. We must not give up.
Yep. Can we come to Gaza to directly assist you and your family in rebuilding community around you?
I can make you an invitation from our charity, and it is legal one, and I can facilitate your coming.
Yeah.
So the Egyptian government, we have a good connection.
Excellent.
And we can facilitate also where you're coming from Hamas government. You can depend on me on this.
Excellent.
If you are 5 or 3 or 7 people, just send me your names, your passport numbers, and I can send you tomorrow or after at most a legal, a legal invitation. I can write it to your embassy or to your name or whatever text you need. I can write it and stamp it and send it back to you.
Wonderful. That would be great. Will we be seeing more reports from you in the near future? I think he's prompting you there. Yes, the answer is yes to that one. Have you heard of aquaponics and vertical farming as a possible solution to urban hunger?
Oh, no. I never heard about this.
Well, we can send you some information on that. We've got quite a few people on the team who do this sort of thing. I've done it. Vertical farming might be good to sort of have, you could have hidden gardens and hidden vegetables and fruit growing. I will send you some information on that.
Yes, this will be good.
Yeah. Okay, well, we've come to nearly an hour now, so I think we should wrap this up for now. If you want to send any information to us now, we hope to see some pictures and some videos from scenes around you, but we'll put this out now and hopefully raise some money on the Indiegogo site.
I want to focus, please.
Yeah, focus on the Indiegogo.
This is a please message from on behalf of the kids here in Gaza.
Yeah.
Just to focus on the kindergarten project because it is mostly needed.
Give the parents the freedom to build and plod.
Try to share it. Try to share it on all the pages and all the people and all the people that support the Palestinian people on your Facebook, in everyone's Facebook.
Yeah.
And please ask your people to donate and to do everything they can. We don't want to fail.
Yes. Well, absolutely. We will get the word out and do all we can, Allah. And thank you so, so much for everything you're doing there. Inshallah. And speak to you very soon. Bye.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.